So again, everyone, if you go into the Capstone presentation files, there's a few I need to catch up the grading for. But if you go ahead and open up this guy, this file will just speak a bit about your presentation. And again, please remember that you're required to complete both parts A and B to get your full credit. So I don't want to be promoting any skipping of the presentation, but you will earn credit if you submit the slideshow, but you'll lose a decent amount of points if you don't present. I do know life happens though, so for any reason you can't present, I know on Wednesday there was fasting going on for some students, so they were very busy with some items with that. So if stuff comes up, just let me know, but I would I would love if everyone could present because I really want you guys to get practice in showing off what you're doing, showing off these slides, and how to do it as well. Now remember that this is a presentation about showing off to a company that you want to work for and rebrand your social media for. So you can kind of approach this presentation in this idea of what we're doing right as a company, what we're doing wrong. So it might help out when you're building the presentation to, instead of just saying stuff like, this is what I did for my capstone part 1, this is what I did for my capstone part 2, you'll say something like, our social media platforms are these are well made, these ones aren't. So what I'll do really quickly, hi Artem, welcome, morning. What I'll do really quickly is just put together a small example here for you guys. And then let me swap this to presenter view. Cool. So again, your capstone presentation should be around 6 to 8 slides. Excuse me, 8 to 10 slides. And usually the 8 slides is probably the one that you'll hit quickly because I'll show why. But essentially, as you can see here, this capstone presentation example, if you go ahead and get started in it, see, I'm pretty much pretending that my capstone presentation was about Black Dog Gelato's marketing overhaul. So essentially, the way that I would present this is as if you guys were the owners of Black Dog Gelato, and I'm trying to show off what you guys are doing right with Black Dog Gelato and what might not be working too well as well. So again, I would say on your first slide, just go ahead, present the business. I didn't do this, but you might want to have a few lines that just discuss what the business is about. Maybe say stuff like what it's for. This is a company that makes gelato ice cream handmade every day in their kitchen. About what the purpose is and stuff like that as well. And now the way that I broke this down for everyone too, and again, please, you don't need to use this verbatim. This is not like a slides that you need to copy or anything. This is just to give you an idea of how you can lay out your presentation. But usually when you start off, you want to tell us what the company is doing right. So you could say, you guys at Black Dog Gelato, you have a really well-made Facebook page. We're getting a solid amount of reviews on it. As you can see here, there's 7,000 people that like it. It's kind of hard to see. You might want to put this on multiple slides as well. You could say stuff like you have a really nice Instagram with a cool layout. The logo is really nice. And then you could say the website is really well made as well. And then again, if you see up here, I put CP1. That just means Capstone Part 1. So this is the first part of your project. Remember when you were saying what they are doing right? So your first slide here should be associated with CP1. And then you can go ahead and make another slide about where they can improve. And again, you covered this in Part 1. Let's see here. And again, you're going to discuss what they aren't doing correct. I would say for this part here, don't just copy and paste the big 300 word thing that you guys made for your Capstone Project 1 where you talked about what they're doing wrong. Try to cut it up into small bullet points. And then you can have some ideas of what they need to do as well. So you could say stuff on this page like Black Dog Gelato needs to have more consistent posts on their Facebook pages. That will bring in more traffic. You guys need to post more about new events that are going on around you. You need to reach out to local events or local community stuff. And another idea is don't try to cram all 3 capstone parts into this one page. Don't try to put everything that you need to improve on here. Make sure that you show off some ideas of what you think you can improve. And then, of course, feel free to include photos and images that you see fit as well. And again, everybody, the CP1, this means Capstone Part 1. This I really like to reiterate that this is not the template that I'm expecting for everyone. This is just an idea to get you brainstorming about how you might want to lay out your capstone presentation. After you have these ideas of improvement, what you could do is then you could shift into your capstone part tunes. So how are you going to rebrand this? So you could say stuff like, this is our business card. Remember with your capstone part 2, you started rebranding. Show off that sticky strap line. You could say like underneath here, maybe you could have dough something, which is my sticky strap line that, well, I kind of took it from them. They made that one, but let's just pretend that I made that one up. And then, for instance, you could have that there. And again, you submitted a lot for Capstone Part 2, so don't just read through what you guys wrote. Just put some bullet points about things and some images there as well. The idea here is you just want to take key points from the images and stuff that you created. And you have to remember that this is a company that you want to be an intern at and potentially do their social media marketing. So you need to try and show off that the benefits of hiring you is to make like a solid business card with interesting taglines. Thanks. Now, in your second portion of your capstone part 2, you talked about that press release that you created. This is an example press release I got from online for Just the You, which is the TV show, or sorry, it's a TV channel, I'm pretty sure. And then essentially what you want to do is that because some of you guys made some like really crazily cool press releases with awesome colors, and regardless, you can like you can take a photo of that press release and then put it in here. But again, I would say just show off what you could do in a press release. If you typed in a press release in a Word document, again, you can kind of cut it into chunks to try and discuss the main parts. In this part here, you're not going to be reading off your press release, but try to show off that, hey, this is an example press release I made for this company. Because remember, the idea is that you want to work here, so you're trying to pretend that you're trying to impress us with these concepts here. Let's see here. Now, after you do the press release and the rebranding, this is where I think I'm just a bit of a loser when it comes to this, so this might be on me, but these were really cool. But this is your new social media part. So for Capstone Part 3, a lot of you submitted a Word file that said, I want to use a YouTube and Twitter social media post, and then I want to go ahead and this is what I'm going to put in the Twitter post, and this is what I'll put in the YouTube video. And again, you just typed it in because you didn't have to create them. But what I did here is for your third part, these are fake generators from online. So if you go to these links that I posted here, if you see here, this is actually a tweet generator. So you can go and change the style of these. You can put in the name. I'll say something like this. Oh. And then inside of here, you can go ahead and type in your content is a fake tweet. Or you can say stuff like that Black Dog Gelato now has a new flavor. Hashtag does something. And look, if you head in that hashtag, it will pop up inside the thing is blue. You can put in images here if you like. I think this is just a fake image. Yeah, sorry, that's just a random one I downloaded. But as you can see here, you can put in images if you want. And then after you generate the image, excuse me, you can actually save this image to your desktop and put it into your presentation. So what I want to say is for your part 3, your capstone, you're going to talk about the social media posts that you wanted to create. And you can actually go ahead and make some fake posts here. There's a fake Facebook one, which is always fun as well. This looks like the real deal, stuff like that. And then there's some more here too. There's an Instagram one because I know a few of us wanted to use Instagram. And as you can see here, you can just type this stuff in, and then whenever you're done, you can hit generate image and download it. So I think for your capstone presentation, a really cool way to show off what you did for your part 3 is to generate some fake tweets and stuff as well. And now if you go to fakedetail.com, which is here, this makes a bunch of fake stuff, but if you go to social media up at the top, we have all these. We have WhatsApp, Twitter, TikTok. I think a few of us talked about TikTok before. Excuse me. You have a Snapchat chat, Skype, LinkedIn chat, Tumblr, YouTube, and Instagram and Facebook. So, excuse me, all of these resources are here for you guys, and I would say try to take a look at them and see if any of them will work for you guys. Okay. Now, again, I went through quite a bit here, but again, all I did is I cut up my capstone parts into more digestible parts so that you can see them, and then I just did an overview of what I want to do. And now, after you have all of those, yeah, at the end here, you get to say stuff like, please hire me, because remember that you're trying to be that social media person. But again, this is the concept is that you're trying to get to that position. So you want to try to make sure that you're showing off the tools and stuff that you develop properly. Awesome. So does anyone have any questions about the capstone presentation, or does this make sense?
Excuse me, I have a question.
Sure.
If what about fake Instagram? Can we do not like the Instagram? Can I just type it? Or I don't know because you say write it the social and send it to you. Can you give me example?
Sure. And this part here where you made an Instagram
Yeah,
post.
Capstone 3. Yes.
Yeah, great question. So it's up to you if you typed in what you posted there. You can also just kind of shift it over to the slides with the text, and then you can explain like in this Instagram post, the title would be this, and then the body would be that. So that's fine too. If you would again, these are just generators that you're free to use if you prefer to use them. But if you were using the Instagram generator, for instance, you would go to that link I have in that slide. And then inside of here, you just kind of go through. I'll do a quick example here. Maybe I'll say John Lynch. And then the likes right here. This looks all complicated, but you can just say stuff like, it really doesn't matter what you put here. Again, this is just an example of what will be shown. But you could say stuff like, this is I'll say the same thing. Black Dog Gelato released a new flavor. Let's see here. And then I could say hashtag does something again. And then as you can see here in this Instagram generator, it's all up to you and how you want to change it and stuff like that as well. Again, I can upload an image. Let me... Can I save this as an image? Can I save this one? Okay. Cool. So, for instance, the quality's a bit rough there, but as you can see here, I just went into that Instagram generator. I changed a few of the text and the names, and then I just put in that image. And then after you're done with that, you can hit generate image. And then I can hit a download image right here. And then I'll have the PNG of the fake Instagram post. But what Pan, you don't need to. If this is a lot and you feel a bit confused, I can go through these more in depth each time, and we could always do a breakout room and try to build it up together as well. But if you don't feel that you want to make the fake post, what you could do is inside of your slides here, you could just say something like, one example post of Instagram would be, this is my title, this is my bio and image, maybe like this, and that would be just as good as well. I just wanted to show off more tools that you might be able to use to help reinforce your concepts there. Does that help a bit? That good? Okay. Yeah. So again, you Okay, great. So again, just making sure you guys don't need to use these tools at all. This entire presentation is up to you guys, but these are out there. And if you ever need help using these tools to make the fake posts and stuff like that, just let me know. Um, again, I kind of like them, so I just wanted to show them off to everyone. But there's a lot of cool things here that you could use to help out as well.